Okay, I'm going to be setting up my Erin Condren. I'm going to be doing a lot of it and then going back and videoing it after I've done some of it. I just don't have a good place set up here to work on it. So I'm not doing anything with this like 18-month calendar year at a glance thing. I don't know what to do with it. So since I don't really have a desk or a very good setup, I am working on transferring my power sheets. There they are. My power sheets for 2019 goals. I have 7 goals right now, and I've picked out a color for each one, and I'm working on transferring them over here to my Erin Condren planner. And I'm going to use, that's what I'm going to use these 12 boxes for. Well, I'm going to use 7 of them to put my goals in for the year, just so I can check back in and get motivated if I need to throughout the year. Over, I just moved over all my goals from my power sheets. So this is for the year, these 7. They are a little bit vague. I think that's probably going to be an issue. This is the first time I've done power sheets. So I'm trying to narrow these down in concrete ways. And what I'm going to use, the page right before January starts, there's always a blank page. So I'm using it for my January goals. So you can tell it's color coordinated with these colors of my goals. And I've kind of picked 3 things. Some of them only have 2, but I've picked 3 things in most of them to work on in January. Some of them are super concrete, like this says, put our spring break trip in the calendar. And some of them are just like make videos, so not exactly specific. So I'm going to work on narrowing that down. That's what I have right now. Okay, this is the back of my Erin Condren planner. Right before the contact pages, there are a few coloring pages. So there's this one, and then there's these 2. This one has the palm branches, and this is llamas with little dots everywhere, and then this one with the flowers. I'm not really big about coloring very often. I like to doodle, and I'm sure that I'll come back here and fill in some of these, but my plan right now is on this last page is where I'm going to put my book tracker for next year. I'm just going to peel it off and stick it right in there. I'm sure some of the flowers, it looks like some of the flowers are going to hang over on one side or the other. So I think I might try to put it in the middle where there's a little bit hanging over on either side. I'm going to do that off camera. I don't have a good way of holding my camera up, so I'll do that and put a picture in. But my plan for these 2 pages, I'm going to leave this page just like it is right now, and I'll come back here and doodle on it if I feel like drawing. If not, I might come up with something else. This page is going to be like a YouTube tracker, and I'm going to use each one of these dots to represent 2 new subscribers. Right now, when I'm recording this, I have 4 subscribers. 2 of those are me and my husband, and the other 2 people I do not know. They're actually people that I don't know. So I haven't put this out there yet for my friends and family to say, hey, we're doing this, please go subscribe, or any of that stuff. So maybe that will happen and I'll get more pretty quickly, but I would really like it to be people that care about what's going on, like planners and vlogs and stuff, that kind of stuff, not just random family members. I mean, I do appreciate their support, but if they don't get anything out of the videos, then maybe it's not actually worth their time. So, but I'm going to color in. Each one of those dots are going to represent 2 subscribers. So each month I will do a check on that and add the dots, color in the dots as I need to. So hopefully I'll be coloring in a lot of dots. I'm going to stick this on there, and then I'll share a picture right now of what it looks like after it's in there. So I'm about to turn this over, and I'm going to plan off camera. I'll take some pictures as I go along. I have my blank January right here, and the first thing I'm going to do is apply some of these stickers. This is from the Erin Condren sticker book that has 1 page for each month of the year. So since it has one page for each month, I might use some of these in the weekly spread, but my main, or in the weekly spreads, but my main goal is to just use this sheet on my monthly planning. Since we get one for every month, and I'm going to use this on the monthly planning. So I watch a lot of planning videos, and I always think it's funny the way people put down and pick up and put down and pick up stickers over and over. And then I did this one, and it was crooked. They were almost like touching each other. And I thought, oh, I can't leave it like that. And so I peeled it off and I put it back down, and I peeled it off. I did the same thing up here. I peeled it off and put it back down repeatedly. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing that I laugh at other planners for doing. One thing I didn't think about before, but all of these stickers on this kit are just dark, and it's kind of, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I try to write on them with my black pen. I mean, I know I'll be able to see them if I get up close to them, but they're just darker than I was expecting. And so I didn't bring a white pen with me, but I do have one at home, and we're getting home right before the new year. So I could technically fill this all out after we get home and I get my white pen. That just might make me sad that this is not completely filled out. But everything is starting back up this week. We actually have 3 things happening on this Wednesday. 2 are one-time things, and 1 is a recurring thing that's going to keep going. So I think I'm just going to write that in without a little tag or anything. And then the things that are special and I want to remember, this is where gymnastics starts again, and this is where scouts start again, and then my weekly meeting is on Tuesday, and it would start again, and then my Wednesday night Bible study will start again. So I don't know. I think I'm only going to use these tabs for one-time events, and then I'm just going to write on the white part for recurring things that happen each time. But that's what I'm going to start doing now, is filling that out. We only have 1 birthday this month, my nephew. So I'm going to write him in, and then I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with this space over here on the side. I will figure that out. Okay, well, the very first thing I did was mess it up, because I usually do my weeks Monday through Sunday. So I was thinking this was Monday, and I went through and I wrote gymnastics every Sunday. So then I thought, no wait, it's Monday. So I wrote it on every Monday, and then I realized this is a holiday, and so they probably will not have gymnastics on the holiday. So now I have to white out 5 of these on the very first thing I wrote in this book. There's nothing like messing up at the very beginning. Okay, I have everything filled in now. As you can see, our weekends, or our Fridays and Saturdays, are pretty open. Our Thursdays are pretty open. But the beginning of the week, we have stuff each night. It's not all of us that's gone each night, and we're not gone that long. We still all have dinner together every night. And then it's just after dinner, we have scouts. Gymnastics is actually before dinner, and then after dinner, I have my Bible study. So that's all I'm going to do right now. I do have to go back and add my nephew's birthday right there. And then that's all I'm going to do. I might add in a couple more. I have a few more of these stickers. You can see some of them I decided not to use, and now I'm trying to get them back in here. But so I do still have a few stickers that I'm going to save and use maybe in one of the weekly spreads. I still don't know what to do with this. I put this up here, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. So I'm leaving it like this for right now. And maybe I'll get some more stickers for Christmas, and I can use some of them to mark these things where I won't have to do this every time. We have a dentist appointment up here, and then I have a weigh-in. I weigh in usually about every 2 weeks, so I'll probably have one here and one here. But this is the first one, and I only schedule them when I'm there for that one. I'll schedule the next one. So that we'll talk more about that when I do my wellness planning and all that stuff. Okay, well, it was my very first time planning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did have fun, even though I feel so inadequate about what to do and where to put things and how I want things to go. But at least it has some color on there, and I've already messed up over here, so I don't have to worry about mistakes anymore. That's already done and over with. I'm excited to do more of this and to learn what I like and what my style is going to be as we move through this year. And I'm very excited about my first plan with me that I'm going to be recording next week. Hopefully, I will have a better setup and a desk because we're moving houses for next week. Not moving, just while we're on vacation, we're going to stay with my parents instead of my in-laws. So anyway, there's a little sneak peek at what I'm going to be using for my first weekly spread, because it's the watercolors and my Erin Condren planner is watercolor, so I thought I had to use that for my first week. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of me learning to plan throughout the year. Thanks, guys. Bye.